Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is going to be part of my chakra series. This video in particular is going to be all about the root chakra and the base chakra. So we're just going to move right into it. We're going to go back to the visual. So starting with the root chakra, it's the very bottom. This chakra corresponds as well with the minor chakra points of the feet, the knees, and then right here. The root chakra is physically located right there where your privates are. In all actuality speaking, it's right in between, for us females, our actual vagina opening and our anus, and for the males it's located right there underneath the testicles and right in between your anus as well. So the color corresponds of this chakra is red. We're going to move right into what does this chakra deal with. How do you know if you are low in energy or over energy with this chakra, how to balance those that energy, and what you can physically do to start engaging in this chakra and start healing and so forth. So I'm going to be referring to the notes I have in my energy tome for this video, for the chakra series, so we're just going to move right into it. So, excuse me, the root and base chakra deals with survival. It's about feeling safe and secure, and it is blocked by fear. So with that being said, how do you know if you are low in energy or high in energy with this chakra? Especially if you're not energy sensitive, meaning you can't feel or see the chakra itself for you personally. So I'm going to list some things for you. If this chakra is low in energy, you may be suffering from some form of mental illness or injury. You may have some type of disconnection between your body, meaning you don't pick up signals or you're not really in touch with your body, like if you're starting to get sick or whatever. You may generally feel very fretful or anxious a lot. You can't settle down. You have very poor mental focus and discipline. You may be mentally or emotionally stuck on the financial issues in your life. You may have very poor boundaries for yourself, and you may also suffer from chronic disorganization. Now, if this chakra is sky high in energy, you may suffer issues with hoarding, overeating, greed, fear of change, in addition to security, and you may also have rigid boundaries. Now, with all that being said, it's very important to keep this chakra balanced for so many reasons, and because this chakra deals with survival and feeling safe, it's very important to also think about the physical aspect of this chakra, meaning you want to make sure your physical health is being taken care of, that you're aware. Like, are you physically dealing with your hygiene and your health? Are you dealing with sexual trauma? Are you sleeping properly? Are you focusing on nutrition as opposed to calories with your meals? And do you generally feel safe in your life, in your home? And are you do you feel that you have what it takes to survive? So the goal of this chakra deals with grounding and security. So that's one of the things that you can do to help balance and engage in this chakra is grounding. All grounding means is that you are physically and energetically, you are allowing your energies to connect with the earth, and you're allowing your negative energy, toxic energy to go into the earth, and you're at the same time absorbing the earth's natural positive energies to not only be a form of release but replenishing for you. The prime function of this chakra deals with simplicity and the basics. Its physical properties of this chakra deals with anxiety, dyslexia, grounding in the physical plane. Anatomically, connections. It deals with the testicles, the vagina, the feet, the pelvis, the legs, and the tailbone, and the adrenal glands. I may be butchering that name, I'm sorry. The emotional connections to this chakra deals with the physical needs, safety, security, feeling grounded, your behaviors, your fears, and your sexuality. Now, incense that can help heal and engage in this chakra involve myrrh, ginger, and patchouli. Blocked physical symptoms of this chakra deals with constipation and fatigued, meaning you're having issues going to the restroom, and you generally feel tired all the time. Blocked emotional symptoms of this chakra deals with feeling very like spacey, like you're constantly out of it and you just feel unsafe. Essential oils, if you are to use them to engage in this chakra, should be applied at the soles of the feet, meaning the very bottom arches of your feet, or the bottom of your spine, like your tailbone. That will help engage in that chakra. Balancing this chakra helps physically with your spinal column, your rectum, your legs, your bones, feet. It energizes your body, deals with survival, security, and your primal energy. Because primal energy is all about, feeling safe and secure. The one of the five senses this chakra deals with is smell. Mantra, Islam. Essential oils you can use for this chakra is vetiver, nutmeg, and cinnamon. I love using cinnamon. It's also known as the earth chakra, which means to have. And the music note frequency to engage in this chakra is the letter C. Now, I want to talk to you guys about some things I do to engage in this chakra. Like I said, it's all dealing with, feeling safe and survival. So, like I said, I was going to talk to you about how to use gemstones in your practice. I use gemstones a lot with chakra work. Gemstones that you're going to use for the root chakra are going to be black gemstones, brown, and red, because those are the frequencies and colors that correspond to this chakra. I generally wear hematite jewelry a lot to constantly help me stay grounded. I'm constantly going back and forth between my third eye and my root all the time on the daily. So to help me feel grounded, I like to wear hematite jewelry, which is a black gemstone. So your black gemstones, like snowflake obsidian, black tourmaline, black onyx, will help you with this chakra. Your brown gemstones and your red as well. So we talked about gemstones. I gave you incense and essential oils to use, which is generally your herbs. So things I physically do in my practice to help with this chakra is yoga, because it's a physical release for me. It helps me feel physically grounded on this plane. It helps me physically release any tension in my muscles. And it helps me stay aware of my body. It's very, it raises body awareness, definitely. Also, dealing with this chakra, it's very important to deal with hydration and nutrition. Before, I used to be very caught up with, teas and nothing's wrong with tea and coffee, but it's all about moderation, because it's, this chakra deals with your health, your physical health, and you need to be aware of, are you truly being hydrated? Because that can also form headaches and other stuff with you too. And the more aware you are of your body, the more you're going to be better off when it comes to survival. So yoga, staying hydrated, actually focusing on eating your food groups as opposed to calories. I used to be so caught up with that. Just being a plus size thick woman, I was self-conscious about it for a while, but it's all about being healthy at this point for me. Another thing that I like to do with my physical practice when it comes to this chakra is I like to ground, like I said, do yoga, focus on my actual health and vitality. Make sure you're sleeping right. Give yourself at least 6 to 8 hours. I am a mother, and it definitely is hard to find the time to sleep, especially with y'all that have work schedules and stuff. But take the time to take account to your own, actual health, because that's what this chakra deals with. Now, this chakra is blocked by fear. And fear can mean so many things. Fear of change, fear of um, letting go, or actual fear for your safety. And, depending on all our backgrounds, there's different ways of dealing with fear. But the best way that I personally know how to deal with fear is releasing that fear. And there's different methods on how you can do that. I like to write, I like to paint, like ways of releasing. So it could be something physical, just having an emotional support system for yourselves to, release your concerns. If you're in actual fear for your life, please reach out to somebody. There's many hotlines and organizations to help you in your community. But if you're just dealing with actual just emotional fear, like your fear of change, or fear of, like it's something that's not going to physically hurt you, but you have fear of, you need to be aware of these emotions, because if you're caught up with fear, it's going to block you energetically with this chakra. And I used to have fear of change. I'm also a trauma victim for sexual assault and other types of mental and emotional abuse throughout my life. And when I was working with this chakra, I had to come to terms with what had happened to me and how to feel safe again and how to actually take care of myself. And that's what this chakra deals with. So when you do start any type of chakra work, energy work, you have to be aware of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, because once you start in this process, you can't go back. I also want to point out that if you are dealing with any type of fear, if it cannot physically hurt you, then you need to let that shit go. And I know that's way easier said than done, but you really owe it to yourself in your own spiritual journey, to just not let yourself be held back, because that's something I struggle with for so long. And so many of us, when we have fear, that's what brings on the, destructive behaviors and thoughts. We may lean towards addictions to either, an actual drug or alcohol or sex or shopping or hoarding, keeping things. It's very unhealthy no matter which way you look at it. And we have to be honest with ourselves when we start in this process with ourselves with any type of chakra work, energy healing. We have to be aware of what are you afraid of and what's holding you back. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything else for this video. I don't want to make it too long. I probably already is. Let me pause this for a moment and check. Alright, so I did find some other tips I want to quickly say in this video. If you are dealing with anxiety, which is one of the blocked emotional symptoms of this chakra, I want to read this little passage to you guys. Anxiety. It shows you that you need to wake up right now and that you need to be present, that you're stuck in the past and you're living in fear of the future. That is what anxiety shows us, and we have to be aware of what this emotion is telling us. That's the message of general anxiety. And there's, people deal with anxiety different ways, but it's important to be aware of why you're feeling that way and how to deal with it, which is why I'm mentioning that. Now, if you are doing some type of energy work, you can form an energy orb, which is by activating your hand chakras, either by rubbing them or clapping them or holding stones to activate them. And what you do is once you finally start forming this energy ball, you want to visualize it and feel the sensations of your hand chakras opening, which is right here. And what you want to do is you want to allow this energy orb, you want to fill this energy orb with the color red, because that energy color corresponds to the frequencies of this chakra. And what it is you focus on the color red, and you want to focus on what the chakra deals with, which is all about like security and survival and feeling safe. And you want this color, this energy orb, to keep growing and growing and growing. Once it finally grows big enough to at least this point, you want to shape it in your hands to form a ball. And you want to take this energy orb and you want to place it on your root chakra. So I'm going to stand up. I'm going to have to stand really far back. And what is, you want to take this energy orb and you want to place it right there on your root chakra. And when you do, remember that the red energy orb in relation to your physical body, red is good for circulation, chronic illness, non-infected wounds, sear tissue, strengthens your organs, tissues, bones, and the root chakra. So that was just a little tip for if you do any form of actual energy healing work, energy orbs are great for this, dealing with chakras. But like I said, feel free to get into, a form of dance, a form of some type of release. Maybe you're into bike riding or skateboarding or tennis, any type of sport, swimming. For me, it's yoga. Hula hooping, dancing, all of these things can help you strengthen and activate your root chakra. So I hope this video was helpful. This is just the beginning to the chakra series. Other things I want to mention, that when you're working with the chakras, feel free to utilize affirmations. Things for this chakra saying like, I am safe. I recognize my fears and I let them go. Those are powerful affirmations that you can use for this chakra. And you can also meditate on what this chakra stands for, and focus on the fears that you have and things that you want to release with that. Use that grounding cord. Ground to the physical earth and allow your fears and insecurities to go into the earth and allow her to fill you. And also, like I said, energy healing. If you want to use energy orbs for this, if you want to use gemstones, if you want to shine a red light above you, or sleep with red covers, or have a red t-shirt, colors activate that chakra as well. Using the herbs I've mentioned to help heal and nurture that chakra. Having the thoughts of feeling secure and safe will help strengthen this chakra. The sound frequency of the note C can help stimulate this chakra. Smell is also the correspondence of this chakra. Like I said, light. You can go into the sun and allow the sun, your body, to physically absorb the sun's energies to heal you. And also recognizing your emotions of your fears can help strengthen and heal and activate this chakra. So that's all my tips I have for this chakra. Stay tuned. The next video I'm going to be posting is going to be about the sacral, which is the next chakra up. We'll talk about that in another video, but thank you for watching. Blessed be.